Hello, my name is Nathan Lamar Riba, and this is my mock interview for IT 235. Today I'm going to be talking about virtualization and how it is the backbone of modern cloud infrastructure. When we talk about virtualization, we talk about virtual machines, which are essentially software computers that exist inside a physical hardware or a server. To help us better understand this, let's talk about the components of virtualization. So inside the server, let's compare it to a pizza box. Inside where virtualization occurs is our pizza. Now, the four components of virtualization is first, the hypervisor. Through the use of software like VMware or Hyper-V, it separates and segments the physical resources into different distinct pizza slices. Now, those pizza slices are comparable to a virtual machine, where they all come from the same pizza, but are their own isolated environment. Next is the virtual hardware. Like all computers, they require hardware to run. These aren't physical, but virtual. These can range based on what a business needs. If one business could require more RAM and more processing power, and another could use less RAM and less processing power. Essentially, these are like the pizza toppings based on what a business prefers. Next, we have the guest operating system. What this is basically the flavor of pizza. We can think of it like a business. One business could prefer to have a Linux flavored pizza. Another could prefer to have a Windows flavored. Another could want Mac flavored pizza. Now that we've talked about the components, you're probably thinking, why are we talking about cutting pizza? Now that it all boils down to efficiency. What virtualization offers is four distinct benefits. In my study of cloud administration, I've learned that these four benefits can really benefit a business. First is server consolidation. Now I know hardware is expensive. Buying 10 different computers for 10 different workstations can be costly and very inefficient. Through server consolidation, we only purchase one powerful server, and on that we can run 10 virtual machines. This cuts costs on 90% of hardware costs, 90% of electricity, cooling, and more. Next is isolation and virtual sandboxing. What this does is because we use virtualization and virtual machines, this isolates all incidences to each individual virtual machine. Now, if one error were to occur on one virtual machine, it's isolated to that specific virtual machine without affecting the others. Next, we have snapshot and disaster recovery. What this is it basically helps us to undo errors by referring to previous snapshots of a virtual machine. And last benefit is hardware independence. What hardware independence basically is it allows us to transfer one virtual machine to another server without the risk of downtime. This helps us to boost efficiency within the server. Now, I've seen the power of virtualization in my study of cloud administration. I've been able to create a Active Directory domain and manage a Windows environment all on a single machine. Now, virtualization isn't just a simple technique, but it's a powerful tool that helps businesses be more efficient and grow and scale according to their needs. Now, thank you for your time. That's all for my mock interview.